Good afternoon or good day as the case may be for you. All right, so today I will just be sharing briefly about some of the basic things that you would need in order for you to apply for the scholarship for Christian young people. This scholarship is basically for Christians, and as you can see, these are just few moments that you would experience if you get a scholarship. I think one of the unique thing about the scholarship is the fact that you get the benefits of going to places, visiting places, and enjoying several moments. During the graduation of the 2021 set, I think the graduation was held on a ship, and that was probably an amazing moment for everyone. I think those are part of the enjoyment that I would say, because the stipend you get is relatively low compared to what most standard scholarship give. You get about 166,000 issue of. That's probably about 400 euros. Not exactly accurate, but that's going to be the range of what you get. But the cost of living in Hungary is relatively cheap. Everything is cheap, that you could save more than enough if you are not extravagant in the way you spend. Um, okay, the core of the mission is actually to train people and to make them improve their environment in code, and seeing that it's sponsored by Splash, the head of persecuted Christians. So many times you might think you're not eligible because you're not being persecuted for your faith or something. But there are two categories of people that are eligible to apply for the scholarship. It's either you're from a crisis region or you're being threatened in your country because of your faith. So if you're from certain countries, Nigeria, Israel, Egypt, Palestine, Pakistan, and some other Syria as well, and some other countries like that, Kenya. So you are categorized, Utopia as well, you are categorized as being eligible to apply for the scholarships, about 11 countries like that. So if you are from that country, you're eligible to apply irrespective of maybe you are being directly persecuted. If you are being directly persecuted for your faith, that makes it more interesting. Then you should apply for the scholarship. So some of the basic things you should note: you should be a Christian, 18 years by the time you're resuming school. You should have a bachelor's or master's if you're applying for a PhD. Of course, this is not directly applicable because you can only apply for PhD if you are a current scholar of the XYP. And you must have completed your high school if you're applying for bachelor's, or you would complete it. So there's always room for you to submit your documents later on. And for PhD candidates, you will need a supervisor before you can apply. This is not really applicable to everyone because anyone who is already on the scholarship would know his onions, how to go about the application for the PhD. So some of the things you should get for your dossier, your recommendation letter, that's going to be from the pastor. So it's not like the conventional one. The motivation letter, you should get one. You will need to write one, and you don't necessarily have to write how people are being killed in your country. You just write about your profession, what you want to do, why you want to get scholarship, and that's international passport, medical certificate, transcripts of record. For the medical certificate, it's important I noticed that you would need to write. You will need to, now it's before now you could actually get medical certificate from the hospital or from any clinic, and it's acceptable as long as it's well verified from a medical doctor. But right now there is a form that you would have to fill on the website. It is through the website that you would be able to fill in if you are healthy in a particular thing or not. Then letter of proficiency English. It's basically for people who are from countries that are not English speaker. And there's always a way to get over this, if they know you've been taught in English or you've worked with English over the years, you could get a letter from your workplace, and by the time you are doing your entrance exam into school, they will be able to verify if you can converse in English very well. Then school certificate as well, you need that. And other relevant documents, of course, is allowed if you think that's going to boost your application package in any way. So that's all, but I will just show you how the recommendation letter should look like.